Hello, children. How are you all? Hope you are doing well and following all the classes that are conducted on RK Vision High School YouTube channel. Right. In previous classes, we learned about the basic concept of verb. We learned verb and its definition and the types of the verb. In the types of the verb, we learned auxiliary verbs and main verbs. And also, later we learned different forms of the verb and the functions of the verb. And also, I have given some small introduction about tenses. Right. In this lesson, in this class, in this session, you are going to study first lesson from the textbook Hero. Right. What is the lesson? First lesson from the textbook Hero, which was written by R.K. Narayan. Right. So before moving to this session, let me give you how many lessons are there in prose, poetry, and supplementary reading. So let us see the list of prose lessons and poetry and supplementary reading. Right. Now, you see here there are 8 prose lessons. So what are they? The first lesson is Hero. Next, there is A Girl by the Tracks, Gentlemen of Rio and Medio, Dr. B. Ambedkar, The Concert, The Discovery, Colors of Silence, Science and Hope of Survival. And when it comes to poetry, in poetry 2, we have 8 lessons. So what are they? They are Grandma Climbs a Tree, Quality of Mercy. Here, Quality of Mercy in brackets, I have written that memorization. What is memorization here? So you have to read the poem thoroughly until you get it, and beginning line and an ending line will be given. In the middle lines, you have to answer without seeing the textbook. That's called memorization. You should get the poem. So, Grandma Climbs a Tree, Quality of Mercy, I Am the Land, The Song of India, George Poem 2, Ballad of the Tempest. And here, Ballad of the Tempest is also meant for memorization. The Blind Boy. The Blind Boy, memorization, it is also memorization. Right. Later, the last poem, 8th poem, is Off to Outer Space Tomorrow Morning. Right. So each lesson carries its own theme in a different way. Later, supplementary reading. There are 4 supplementary lessons. What are they? Narayanpur incident, On the Top of the World, A Great Martyr Ever Cherished, The Bird of Happiness. Right. So these are the 4 supplementary reading. Right. So what is our first lesson? Our first lesson is Hero. What is our first lesson? Our first lesson is Hero, which was written by R.K. Narayan. Let us see Hero. So who wrote this? R.K. Narayan. R.K. Narayan. So this masterpiece, Hero, this is an extract, one piece of important piece of work which is taken from uh, one of the most important works by R.K. Narayan. So what is that important work? The important work is Swami and Friends. Hero, the lesson Hero, it is an extract, or it is like a short story. It is taken from one of the most important works written by R.K. Narayan, Swami and Friends. Here Swami and Friends. You can see here Swami and Friends. Swami and Friends, it is also written by R.K. Narayan, right? So Hero lesson, it is written in Swami and Friends. There are other lessons. Right. Now let us see here Swami and Friends. So R.K. Narayan. Let us see some introduction about R.K. Narayan. So R.K. Narayan is the shortened form of Rasipuram Krishna Swami Ayyar Narayana Swami. What is his full name? Rasipuram Krishna Swami Ayyar Narayana Swami. Right. In a shortened form, we call him Rasipuram Krishna. In a short form, we call him R.K. Narayan. Full name is Rasipuram Krishna Swami Ayyar Narayana Swami. So he was born on 10th October 1906. When was he born? He was born on 10th October 1906 and he died in 13 May 2001. Right. He was well known and famous Indian author. So actually he wrote many fiction works. Right. He wrote a series of books which are fiction and which is meant for people and their interaction in an imaginary town in India called Malgudi. So actually he wrote so many fiction works, a series of fictions. So in the name of Malgudi, India called Malgudi. Malgudi, what is meant by Malgudi here? Malgudi is a idealistic town. What is it? Malgudi is an idealistic town which is located nowhere in India, but it is a fiction. What is it? It is fiction. Fiction means what? What is the meaning of fiction? Which is not real. So in an imaginary way, he wrote. He just imagined that an idealistic town called Malgudi, and he wrote. Malgudi. That's why the most important works by R.K. Narayan is Malgudi Days. What was his? Malgudi Days. So here it is an idealistic town, right? Nowhere you can find in the world, right? And also some critics, some people commented that Malgudi Days it is exactly same like in British author Thomas More. So Thomas More also wrote one work called Utopia. Utopia is also called an idealistic place. It is an idealistic place where there are no robberies, no crimes, and nothing. In those towns, the people who live there, right? They are ideal. They lead the life in an idealistic way. They are ideal persons. They are inspiration to all, right? So here it is Malgudi is one of the important works written by R.K. Narayan. It is an idealistic town. It represents in a idealistic way. So he is one of we can say R.K. Narayan is one of the three leading figures of early Indian literature in English. So who are the? So he is one R.K. Narayan. Who are the other two? The other two Mulkraj Anand and Rajarao. So Mulkraj Anand also wrote many novels. He wrote one important work is Untouchable, which was written by Mulkraj Anand. So it is a great masterpiece. It is a great novel written by Mulkraj Anand. And later Rajarao, right? And here in English literature, right? So R.K. Narayan contributed a lot to the Indian English literature, right? So that he is regarded as one of Indians' greatest English language novelists, right? There are other, and he is also considered or regarded as one of Indians greatest English language novelists, right? So the set for example, when we take the present lesson, what is our present lesson? Hero. Where was it taken from? It was taken from Swami and Friends, right? Swami and Friends. It is also the fictional town of Malgudi, right? First introduced in Swami and Friends, right? His narratives, right? So actually his narratives, especially the whatever he narrates, it is completely highlights the social context and provide a for his characters through everyday life. That means it represents common people. Is all his work related very near to the common people? Very near is all his works very near to the common people. It represents ordinary life. It represents his works represent ordinary life of human beings, Right. So here R.K. Narayan. Let us see here. You can read here. Now you see I have given here introduction about R.K. Narayan, and also he was awarded many. He Narayan received many awards and honors, and they includes A.C. Benson Medal from Royal Society of Literature and Padma Vibhushan, India's second highest civilian award he received. Right, he received Indian second highest civilian award. He received, what is it? Padma Vibhushan. Padma Vibhushan. Right, so here I have given some introduction, and you can look at it, and you can pause the video and read about R.K. Narayan introduction. R.K. Narayan introduction. R.K. Narayan introduction. Okay, now you see Swami and Friends. Let us see what Swami and Friends. I'll give you a brief introduction about Swami and Friends. Right. The book Swami and Friends. Here I show you the book. Right. Swami and Friends is the story of 10-year-old boy Swaminathan. So who is he? He is a 10-year-old boy Swaminathan. He is a completely, as you know, 10 years old boy, how you will be and how he will be. We can estimate, right? So actually Swaminathan is a schoolboy. That means it completely, this work represents Swaminathan and his activity and about his friends. About his friends. So now here you see the book Swami and Friends is the story of 10-year-old boy Swaminathan. He is completely a different child than the present day children, right? So like he was a boy of full of innocence, wonder and mischief. Right? And his experience growing up in the fictional town of Malgudi. Where he is going is a fictional town of Malgudi. Right. So actually he attends, as he is a student, and attends at the British established Albert Mission School and Albert Mission School. So we can remember, right? Here Albert Mission School is, it is a Christian school, and it stresses the Christianity and English literature and the value of education. He has his own perception of the world and tries to be the conqueror in spite of own shortcomings like fear, innocence, and all. So, for example, when you take Swaminathan, 10 years old boy, so we can see a normal child who attends school. So that means Swaminathan lives in each and everyone. Swaminathan, it represents each and every student. Each and every student. Swaminathan represents each and every student at present day scenario also. So a 10 years old boy which has, who has full of innocence, wonder and mischief, right? So now here when you see Swami and Friends, right? So here actually this novel, right, Swami and Friends, it's a novel. This novel narrates Swami experience with his parents, grandmother, friends and residents of Malgudi, and even his newborn brother. And right, so the total Swami and Friends, all the stories, all the short stories included in this novel Swami and Friends, completely Swami's experiences with his parents. What is his experience with his parents, father and mother? What is his experience with the grandmother? What is his experience with the friends? What is the experience of residents of Malgudi, and even his new brother? So he come across so many experiences. Those experiences in a structured way, R.K. Narayan described very in a coherent and in a simple and in a simple style, and using a simple style of language, and he describes the actions or events done by Swaminathan. Right. So now you see here I have given some introduction about Swami and Friends. You can look over here. Look over here. So right. So here I already told you, right? So what is it? This novel narrates Swami Right. Swami's experience with his parents, grandmother, friends, residents of Malgudi, and even his own brother. Right. So this is a small introduction about Swami and his friends. Right. So let us see the Swami and friends character sketch once. Right. So what are the characters in this novel? Actually, right. Swami and friends character sketch. Here are the characters in Swami and Friends. The first character, as you know, Swaminathan. Parents, Swami's father, Swami's mother. And later I talked grandmother, Swami's grandmother, Swami's little brother, Swami's little brother. Other friends, Somu's Shankar, Rajam, Mani, and Samuel. So let us see one by one. For example, already I have given something about Swaminathan. Swaminathan is a 10 years old boy, right? And also, what are the other character? Right, Mani. Mani is a poor boy and he is irregular to the school and he is a backbench boy and does no homework, strong body and poor in studies. Right. So now, so money, when you take money character, it represents any character in the school, right? As you know, it represents anyone. In our day-to-day life, we can come across many people. Like money, so many students will be there. Next, Rajam. Rajam, there is a Rajam character. You see, Rajam is a smart, self-respect, and sincere in academics, very sincere in academics, smartly dressed, speaks English fluently, and domination like his father. He was a dominating personality. Rajam is a smart boy, and he's got self-respect, and right. So he is very sincere in academics. He does the above work. For example, if you take a class, we can find such students. A bunch of students we can find, right, like Mani, like Rajam, like Swaminathan, like Shankar, like Samuel, right? Samuel. So there are Somu. Somu, I told you, right? He is a class monitor. Shankar also a brilliant boy. And Mani, here Mani, I told you, right? Mani is best friend of Swaminathan. Mani is best friend of Swaminathan. So here in this lesson, that present lesson, when you look at it, hero, the present lesson, only the characters. What are the characters will come here in the present lesson? Hero, the character which comes here, Swaminathan, Swaminathan's father, Swaminathan's mother, and Swami's grandmother. That's it. And some school friends in names, just friends, but not particularly names. This is a hero. What is a lesson? Hero. What is this type? What type of work is this? Swami and Friends. Swami and Friends, it is a fictional work written by R.K. Narayan. Fiction means, which is not real, but it represents somehow the society, right? So here all the characters are imaginary. Right, it is a fictional work. Fictional work. You can see here the characters I have given in Swami and Friends. Right. So as you know, hero, the lesson hero, the lesson hero. So when I speak something, when I write the word on board, hero, what do you remember by hero? Tell me. What do you remember by hero? What do you remember by hero? Just pause it and think of it. What is hero? What is heroic deed? As you know, as you watch movies, right? As you watch movies, like there are many movies. So hero, heroine, villain, right? So you remember that hero, the hero which the role played on movie. So you will remember. So here a hero, as you know, a hero is a person or a someone who makes people happy or does something courageous. Just I'll give you. am telling you that here hero, a person, right? A person is someone who makes people happy or does something courageous. Here in this lesson, hero Swaminathan, how he makes people happy and how does he do something courageous, we are going to read. Right, at the end of the lesson, first he was a fear, he felt fear, he was afraid of the things. Right, so later how he became courageous, and how he how he got appreciation from the classmates, school, and the society. Let us see now. Right, so I told you again, once again I'll tell you, hero, what is the meaning of a hero? A heroic person, like a person is someone who makes people happy or does something courageous, we can call. So definitely hero heroic persons, they are all selfless and empathic. Right, they are empathic. Right, they are very kind, their empathy, and they show, they no they clear all the problems, and they make the people happy. Right, so now here, I told you, Swami and Friends, it's a fictional work. The hero, which is the hero, the extract taken from Swami and Friends, it's also a fictional fiction. But let us see once here, there is a real hero who sacrifices. Before moving to the lesson, let us see here. I wanted to narrate a small story here. Let me narrate a small story here. Here, a hero, a realistic hero. He is a real hero. When it comes to Swaminathan, he is a fictional hero. I told you, Swami and Friends is a fictional work. It is a fictional hero, but he is a real hero. So here, in the pic, you can see there is a person, right? There is a person. He is a Pakistani boy. His name is Atiz Hassan. Right, Atiz Hassan. Right. Let me tell you. I think it might be in, I think 2014. I think so. Uh, is from Pakistan, and he is a Pakistani boy. And here you see, uh, the real boy. Right, he is a 14 years old boy, and how he sacrificed his life. Let me narrate a small story over here. So how he became a real hero. So actually, one morning, so he was a schoolboy, he attends schools every day regularly. One day what happened, uh, he was late to morning assembly. He was late to morning assembly, so that he couldn't attend the assembly, and he was standing there at the gate. He was standing there at the gate, and right, as he was late to assembly, he was not allowed. Right, so he wasn't rich at all. He's a normal kid with a normal life, and he leads a normal life in Pakistan. He had his basic amount of meals a day, just like other boys. Right, that's how his daily life worked. Right, so but of course, even though he was a normal, and right, Atis Hassan did one day very amazing thing. I told you, as he was late to assembly, and Atis Hassan sacrificed his life. How he stopped? Right, he stopped a suicide bomber. So actually, when he was waiting at the gate, right, there was a car, it was stopped there, and from the car, somebody was rushed towards the school with a human bomb. As you know, suicide bomber, he was rushed towards the school. And when he was rushed towards the school, he observed him abnormal, and what did he? So he went quickly to him, even though his friends warned him not to go. Right. So he quickly walked to him, and he catch hold of him. He catches hold of him, and he did not leave until the bomb was. Right, he did not leave him. Finally, what happened? The bomb was blast. What happened? The bomb was blast. Right, so here what happened? So that is what he did. He saved thousands of lives, the school children lives. Can we say, can we call him a real hero? Right, so that's why he is Adiz Hassan. He's such an amazing person. He given a great prize by the people. Just about nobody else knows about him. That's Atish Hassan's life story. But just I have given. So he's a real hero. He sacrificed his life really. So that's what. How just I have given you a. What is a hero? A hero is a person, someone who makes people happy or does something for the people. So what did he do? He sacrificed people, right? He does something courageous. If somebody no come if somebody comes to know that that person has a bomb, nobody is dare enough to go near to him. Of course, he, even though he knows, he went and he catch hold of him. He stopped him. He saved so many lives, so many lives. So he is a real hero. So that's the hero. Here in this present lesson, Swami and no hero Swaminathan, how he became a hero and how his father made him hero, we'll see. But it is a fictional work. The story I narrated over here, it's a real story. The story that we are going to read is a fictional one. But both are heroes. Right. Who is a hero? Hero is someone who makes people happy or does something courageous. Does something courageous. Does something courageous. Right. So his name is Atish Hassan. Right. So now here in the hero lesson, let us see. Here Swaminathan and his father. At the beginning, there is a conversation between Swaminathan and his father regarding reading newspaper. And after reading the newspaper, Swaminathan's father challenged him that he should sleep alone in the office room. Right. So Swaminathan basically, he is a coward, but as he doesn't have any chances, right? So he slept alone in the office. Something did courageous. What did he do? Something courageous. Let us see here. So here I have no jotted out, note down some of the important points, the points that we have to remember. Points to be remembered here. It is a hero lesson, right? What are the points that we have to remember? Right. A boy fought with a tiger. A boy in the newspaper boy. These are the points. Remember, read these points once. This is the gist of the lesson. The important points, the key points of the lesson, like a summary. Father said courage is important and even a weak man can fight if he has courage. Swami said strength is more important. Father challenged Swami to sleep alone in office. It was a frightful proposition. Swami always slept beside his grandmother. He gave excuses to his father to escape sleeping alone. He would sleep from the first of the next month. So here office was dusty and there may be scorpions. In the office room he dreamt of devils. He slept under the bench. He had a dream. A tiger was chasing him. He saw something moving. He caught it and beat it. That was a burglar. Right. That was a burglar. He became a hero. People congratulated him. His classmates respected him. Teacher patted him. Headmaster called him a true scout. Inspector told him to join the police. Swami wished to become an engine driver or a railway guard or a bus conductor. Right. So here these are the very important points to be remembered and before we move into the lesson. Now here when you look at the textbook, before you read there is a small anecdote given. You just read on your own and answer it, right? So let us move on to the lesson now. So as I told you, right, there is a conversation between Swaminathan's father and Swami regarding a newspaper regarding a boy, right? So his father challenged him. His father asked him to sleep alone in the office room. So here, how Swaminathan come up with how Swaminathan comes up with queries. How Swaminathan So Swaminathan is dare enough to sleep alone in the office or not. So how he conveyed his father not to sleep in the office alone. Right, we are going to see all the incident one by one by reading the text. Right, now we are going to read a story. Right, we are going to read a story to know how a child became a hero overnight. Right, by catching a burglar, Swaminathan became a hero overnight. How he became a hero? Right, so we'll see now. Right, so now we see here, this is right, Swami. Right, first Swami. This is a first paragraph from the textbook. For Swami, events took an unexpected turn. Father looked at father father looked at father looked at father looked over the newspaper he was reading under the hall lamp and said, Swami, listen to this. News has been received about the bravery of a village lad who, while returning home by the jungle path, came face to face with a tiger. The paragraph described the fight the boy had with the tiger and his flight up the tree where he stayed half a day till some people came that way and killed the tiger. So here, right, Swami, for Swami, actually, events took an unexpected turn. Who is reading newspaper here? Father, Swaminathan's father. He was reading newspaper. What was the newspaper about? The newspaper about a village lad. So before describing, underline if you have any. Underline if you have any. Okay, pause the video and underline the difficult words. What is the meaning of unexpected here? Unexpected turn. Right. Unexpected means without expecting something. You didn't expect that something is going to happen. Right? Okay. And later, what is the meaning of lad? Lad is a boy. Right? Lad is a boy. It's a village boy or lad. Right. Jungle means forest. So now here, so who is reading newspaper here? So here, who is reading newspaper? The boy, the boy or father? Swaminathan's father was reading newspaper. He looked over the newspaper and he was reading under the hall lamp and said, where he was reading? Under the hall lamp. Right, he was reading under the hall lamp and said, Swami, is called Swami and told him, listen to this. News has been received about the bravery of a village boy. What was the news about? The news about okay. So here news has been received about the bravery of a village lad. What is the news about? It is about a bravery of a village lad. Village lad means what? Lad means boy. Right. Bravery means what? Courageous character or courageous behavior. So here the news, it's about the courageous behavior or courageous character of a village lad. So what happened while he was returning home by the jungle path, came face to face with a tiger. Right. So actually, Swami's father, for Swami, the events took an unexpected turn. So here, he didn't expect. So the events or the things that day for Swami, they took an unexpected turn. So how the things turned up unexpected? Let us see here. Father looked over the newspaper. He was reading under the hall lamp and said, Swami, listen to this. News has been received about the bravery of a village lad who, while returning home by the jungle path, came face to face with a tiger. The paragraph described the fight. The paragraph described the fight the boy had with the tiger and his flight up the tree where he stayed half a day till some people came that way and killed the tiger. Right. So actually, Swami's father read the newspaper, looked over. Looked over means what here? Looked over means inspect or examine. Right. Something like he's examining over the newspaper that he was reading. Where he was reading under the lamp and said, Swami, listen to this. Swami's father asked him, listen to this. There is a news about a bravery of a village lad. There was a news about the courageous character of a village boy. So what is that incident? So the boy, while returning home by the jungle path. So when he was returning from the jungle path, came face to face with a tiger. So he has to face with the tiger. He had to face the tiger because while he was returning from home by a jungle path, forest path, and so if he faced the tiger, the village boy. So here the paragraph described the flight the boy had with the tiger and the flight of the tree where he stayed off a day till some people came that way and killed the tiger. This paragraph described the fight. So how he fought with the tiger? Immediately the boy had to fight with the tiger and he immediately climbed up the tree where he stayed half a day. Almost he stayed half a day until some people came that way and killed the tiger. Right. So how he reacted at the situation? If, for example, if you take any boy, any person in that place, definitely they would have been afraid. They would have been afraid of the tiger. And here, so immediately reacted. The boy reacted what to do, and he climbed up a tree and he stayed there off a day, and until some people came and killed the tiger. This was the news read by and inspected and examined by Swaminathan's father. How this news, right, took an unexpected turn in Swami's life. So we are going to see in the next class, right? Right. So today we have learned in this lesson, right, the meaning of unexpected, looked over. What is the meaning of looked over? Examine. And here right, lad means, what is the meaning of lad? Boy. Right. Bravery means courageous character, and flight up means climbed, jungle means forest. Right. So here, so how this incident took an unexpected turn in Swami's life, we will see in the next class. Right. In the next class, video and PowerPoint presentation. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you, children.